knockout KOs. Let's bring the fighters to the ring. First making his entrance, the Predator, Francis Ngannou.
Is he indeed the baddest man on the planet? In the MMA world, he certainly was. And he almost proved his mettle in his boxing debut, dropping the world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, which earned him this opportunity. I'm sure you've heard his story. If you haven't, lived in France on the streets, was approached by gangs as a kid. He dreamed of becoming a boxer, but one day he was approached and said, hey, listen, have you ever tried MMA? Francis Carmont took him to the gym. Ferdinand Lopez trained him at the MMA factory, and that began his rise. But not even he, in his wildest dreams, thought he'd be able to make this much money and make this much noise in combat sports, both MMA and boxing.
It is a movie you would never believe. That's what it is. It's a movie you go, this is just too much fiction to take in all in one film. It's been fantastic. In the Fury fight, he looked amazing. He looked like more of a boxing Tyson Fury, and almost didn't, but almost got over the line. And for the debut, I think that was the greatest debut in boxing history.
Yeah, I mean, the mentality, the mindset of this man is unrivaled. The story, what he's been through. But not only can he fight, he can box. We see that, and that's what makes this so intriguing.
And he can rise to the occasion.
And here comes AJ. Always stoic, but he knows what's on the line tonight. If you'd have asked him a year ago, what would happen if you and Francis Ngannou fought? He was like, I don't want to fight him. It'd be a gimmick fight. I don't like doing gimmick fights. It ain't a gimmick anymore, and AJ's got to be on top of his game to win.
And now making his entrance to the ring, AJ Anthony Joshua.
There were questions of whether AJ was still the killer, the ferocious finisher, as Chris Mannix so famously called him. He proved that maybe he's still got that side of him in a win against Otto Wallin. And now in his second fight in 76 days, the world expects him to do what Tyson Fury couldn't: knock him out.
It's just madness that we're even talking about this being a competitive fight. That's just the truth of it. It really is. Anthony Joshua, who, let's be honest, lacked a lot of confidence, but he's gained it back fight after fight, I think, and now he's ready to show that he's back where he belongs.
And it's apropos that it's a video game promotion in the background, because, Mike, we thought we'd never see this type of fight unless it was in a video game.
And we can see here what the fans are thinking at the moment. There's a percentage in favour of those who believe that Ngannou will beat Anthony Joshua here tonight. But we've seen what frequent work and regular fights meant for Joseph Parker. And Anthony Joshua has been talking in the same way about 3 times last year, rebuilding after those 2 defeats against Alexander Usyk. And now the toughest of the tests since then, Francis Ngannou.
Two heavy hitters in a fight labeled Knockout Chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Kingdom Arena Boulevard City, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, this is the main event of the evening. Power versus power. The Predator versus AJ. 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. And it's all brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing. in conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Events Center, the General Entertainment Authority, Gold Star Promotions, Gimmick, and Sella. And ladies and gentlemen, special thanks to those that make this all possible. The custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, Turki Al Sheikh. This contest sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, General Secretary Robert Smith, Steward in Charge Robin Smith, the three judges assigned, all from the United States, Glenn Feldman, David Sutherland, and Fernando Villarreal, and also from the United States, the referee in charge of the action, Richard Gonzalez. And now, the fighters are in the ring and the officials are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing pink and gold and officially weighing in at 272.6 pounds. A few months ago, in his boxing debut, he shocked the world. Now he plans to shock the universe. From Cameroon, rated by many as the most dangerous puncher in the heavyweight division, the former UFC MMA heavyweight world champion, the Predator, Francis Ngannou. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, official weight 252.2 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, he now has an outstanding professional record consisting of 30 fights, 27 victories, 24 of those 27 victories by knockout, with only 3 defeats. From Watford, London, England, the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Gentlemen, you received your instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up.
Well, the fights don't get much bigger. The athletes don't get much bigger, nor do their resumes. Anthony Joshua, two-time world heavyweight boxing champion. Francis Ngannou, UFC heavyweight champion, and the man who dropped Tyson Fury in his boxing debut, scheduled for 10. Here we go.
Starts with a nice long left hook, Ngannou. Bit of a lazy jab to the body from AJ.
Going to make sure he gets that distance right, Anthony Joshua. Going to slide him with that front foot when he throws the jab.
I've seen this in the Fury fight, I've seen it already here. Ngannou likes to parry the jab with the right hand. That does leave him vulnerable to a feint, followed by a left hook.
Ngannou already looks a little more comfortable than he did against Tyson Fury.
Yeah. And see how he springs into attacks as well? Really fast, actually, Ngannou.
Yeah, well balanced.
Good shot.
Sort of pawing jab, left hook there from Ngannou, blocked by AJ.
Good right hand to the body as well from Ngannou, straight right.
Jab from AJ.
That was a good jab from AJ there, because he's just taking his head to the right there, so the jab's going right over his head, and he's still able to score to the body with that jab.
Honestly, he really does shape up well as a boxer, Ngannou. Well balanced, good high guard.
And you feel like this fight could be over in a second.
Oh, one little clip on the chin.
Yep.
More feints from AJ. He should try and draw out that lead from Ngannou. Just taking that right hand on the left glove.
Remember, Fury came right after Ngannou in round 1, AJ being more patient.
Switching to southpaw now, Ngannou.
How's that for confidence? A minute to go in the first round and he switches.
Focus.
No! AJ touched him, he went down!
4, 5,
What a shot!
6,
Straight right hand
7.
down the pipe of Ngannou. He's hurt.
Let's see if AJ jumps right on him.
He got too confident and paid the price.
What a stunner!
Got a right hand go now, Anthony Joshua.
This is what was supposed to happen when Fury faced Ngannou.
Whoa, we got clipped himself there,
Yeah,
Joshua.
he did. With a left hook on the top, but it's a nice right to the body.
It's nearly Andy Ruiz all over again.
How aggressive will AJ be? He knows if he can hit him with a good shot, Ngannou will go down. Ngannou showed an iron chin in the UFC.
Patience after from AJ. Very important. We've seen him not rush in, no need. Big round for Anthony Joshua.
David Hay was talking beforehand when he watched him on the pads about the importance of driving through, not just touching, but driving through with the shot.
Yeah, but it always stems with, that was the problem before, wasn't it? But now he's still believing in himself. But I thought Ngannou was having a good round up until that point.
He
actually.
was. Boxed it nicely.
But that's a proper textbook right hand, that is, that you step in, turn from the core, right through the target. That's a lovely shot.
Look where the front foot is as well.
It's
Good.
It's behind the front foot of Ngannou.
Exactly that. What a shot.
Draw that left hook out of him. Draw that left hook out of him with a little cell downstairs. Then jab
You
on
wonder
top.
if that little left hook, though, that got AJ there towards the end of the round may have affected him. He certainly doesn't look like the most confident fighter in the corner right now. But maybe that's just the way he looks nowadays. So focused was Anthony Joshua in the back and his ring walk, and he's got a knockdown here in round 1. Already doing something Fury couldn't do. Put Ngannou down.
He's just got to keep that right hand high, AJ. You can see every time AJ throws a jab, Ngannou looks to throw the left hook. That right hand needs to stay tucked tight.
It's all about discipline now for Anthony Joshua. You've got to keep his shape really well. Don't get overexcited about your success. You've got to be assertive, like he's now trying to take that center of the ring. Don't rush anything.
Ngannou seems to be biting on every feint.
Yeah. And that left hook is there for AJ.
Ngannou just got to try and edge a little bit forward more if I was Ngannou. Even if you're not landing with a jab, let it go out there a little bit faster than that. There you go, that's a nice long jab. So once you touch with it, let that right hand go on the top of the head.
It's very switchy now, Ngannou.
We talked about how comfortable Ngannou looked in that first round compared to against Fury. Maybe he was too comfortable, Mike.
Yeah, and we saw that the shot came just after he switched to southpaw. And again, that right hand from Joshua lands not quite as cleanly this time.
Remember, Turki Al-Sheikh basically told Anthony Joshua to end Ngannou. Don't let him come into boxing and beat our top guys. Show him what's up.
Credit to Ngannou, though. He's still trying to hold the center of the ring.
Joshua's well aware of the power of Ngannou. He's felt it now, and he's well aware of it. And I said, the discipline. Don't drop your hands when you don't drop that right hand when you're throwing that jab.
Don't offer the openings that Fury did.
Got to let that right hand go again. He did that double jab there and he backed him up where he wanted him, Joshua, but he got to commit himself to that right hand. That left hook is so long, isn't it, from Ngannou? And heavy.
Why that right hand? He's
Oh, again! Ngannou walked right into it, and you can't do that against Anthony Joshua.
He's hurt, badly hurt.
He's up. He has the look of defeat on his face, a bewildered look. Let's see if Anthony Joshua can dispose of the MMA champion. It is lights out.
Wow!
Anthony Joshua!
Incredible! What a shot!
And Ngannou's out cold, ladies and gentlemen. He's not even moving. What a performance from AJ.
Mike, that right hand had shades of Donald Curry versus Milton McCrory when he just walked over and he went crack with the right hand.
That was truly stunning power from Anthony Joshua.
Absolutely steamrolled.
And no celebration. It's almost as if he came here to do a job. He clocked in and he clocked out. Wow.
Look at the damage this has done to
Let me
Ngannou.
ask you this. I know it's an MMA guy, but are we looking at the best heavyweight in the planet in Anthony Joshua right now, despite him not having the titles?
But look, he's been beaten twice by Usyk. Usyk's fighting Fury, but if you're looking at the difference between the performances from Fury and AJ, that was spiteful, that was hurtful.
And thankfully, Ngannou now sitting up. They're giving him oxygen. And credit to Ngannou getting up twice, but that third knockout was really, really ferocious.
What's going on?
Those two last knockdowns were as clinical as you could like. They really were.
My word. What a difference one fight makes. If Tyson Fury had done this to Ngannou, we'd have said, well, that's what you get. But after the performance against Fury, the fact that AJ did this to him, it made it look so easy, Mike. It really speaks volumes.
I think Barry was one of those people that after October the 28th said it was a bad night for boxing. And a lot of people agreed with him. Tonight has redressed the balance.
Wow. The fight Britain and much of the world has wanted for so many years, Fury versus AJ, could still happen, but obviously Fury's got to get through Usyk, but man, I think Tyson Fury is impressed, and it's hard to impress him unless he's doing it himself.
The difference for this fight, between this fight and the Fury fight, is you can see Joshua clearly had respect for Ngannou's power, and he boxed that way until he landed with a right hand. That's a lovely shot. Whoa, that's a great shot. Nobody stands up to that. I mean, you've hit that 3/4. You've still got another quarter of the punch to deliver right through the head.
This second right hand that we're about to see is the biggest right hand I've ever seen live in a boxing bout. I mean, that's the first one. That completely took the legs away from Ngannou.
Look at that for a shot.
Wow. Right on the side of the temple. I mean, they're show closing shots as they are, but this right hand is the biggest shot I have seen live. What a right hand that was. Incredible, and you can see the leg completely buckled.
He knew he was throwing that. The first step he took, he knew exactly what he was going to do, Anthony Joshua there. He wasn't having a look. He knew what he was going to do. He just walked up and went crack. And that's why I said it reminded me of Donald Curry knocking on Milton McCrory to unify the welterweight title back in the 80s. Walked over, crack. That's as clinical a punch you will ever see in your life.
Is AJ now better than ever, Darren?
I would say so. Confidence will be through the roof. The way he's delivering shots now would 100% say that he is. And look, Tyson Fury applauding that. He liked that. He'll be upset that he didn't do that, but it's good to see this man back on his feet and recovered.
Yeah, great to see that Ngannou's up, alert, and I don't think he knows what happened. No idea.
You're an inspiration. Okay, thank you. Beat a lot of people. Don't leave boxing. No, I will not. Don't leave. Do it. Don't leave boxing, you know. These guys are the truth, bro. They're the truth. Next Tyson. Okay. Proud of you. Honestly. If you need anything, let me know. But we'll speak another time.
Anthony, you're a class act, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And I'd love to support his foundation as well. We'll talk another time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, April 27th, it's the rematch that I know a lot of you have been craving to see. Catterall versus Josh Taylor. Fireworks will be on display. Perhaps not the big firework that we just saw from Anthony Joshua, but as Darren said, we may not see a right hand like that anytime soon. Let's go into the ring of Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, following the second knockdown in round number 2, at the time of 2:38, referee Ricky Gonzalez waves off the count and instantly calls a halt to the bout. The winner by knockout victory, establishing himself as once again the dominant power puncher in the heavyweight division, the fighting pride of Watford, London, England, former 2-time world champion AJ Anthony Joshua.
The explosion after the explosion. As we wait to get the thoughts of Anthony Joshua, who has absolutely revived the stature of the heavyweight division.
Ladies and gentlemen, on his feet, he's feeling fine. A round of applause for the former UFC MMA champion from Cameroon, the Predator, Francis Ngannou.
Anthony, I try to think of some of the best things to say during these interviews. I think the first thing to say is, that was incredible. That was an absolutely incredible performance. And that is the biggest right hand I think I've ever seen live in a boxing ring.
It is what it is.
There was a lot of talk when this fight was matched that me and you spoke, and you know, you openly said to me, like, Francis isn't on your level. You said that it was a gimmick fight, and that I asked you, and I said, does that mean sort of against you, he can't compete?
No. What I was saying is, on the route to the championship, you should always stay focused. And this was me stepping aside from that mission. I thought it was something for the broadcasters and sponsors to kind of get behind, because it's just about entertainment. But when I saw the fight with him and Tyson Fury, I was like, damn, this guy can fight. So I said, I need a piece of that. And as I said, he's an inspiration. So we wanted to welcome him. We broke bread together. And he's a great champion. And this doesn't take away anything of his capabilities, because in boxing is one or the other, right? He can come again. Do you think Francis can come again? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he can come again. I told him he shouldn't leave boxing. He can do well. Remember, he's two fights in, and he's fought the best. He can go a long way if he stays dedicated, but it's up to him.
4 fights in 11 months, 4 gradually, increasingly better performances. This is the best performance out of the lot, regardless of whether or not he is a 2-fight boxing novice. He is a former UFC heavyweight champion. What do you put down to the increased and better performances in the last 11 months?
The Ben Davison Performance Center.
and the Lee Wiley performance that are with it as well, right? Two teams.
You know who's there. You know who's there, and I appreciate them highly. Derek James, Rob McCracken, Angel Fernandez, Joby Clayton, Robert Garcia, Virgil Hunter, all these guys that I worked with, and it's helped me till this day. It's helped me till this day, really shaped me, and I'm still learning, still pushing. I'm just hungry, innit? Stay hungry and all that good stuff.
Two-time former unified heavyweight champion. Do you feel like you're almost coming into your peak now, though?
I don't know. Listen, this is the thing with boxing. You say, am I coming into my peak? It only takes one shot in heavyweight division. If that was me, you lot would have been saying, Joshua should retire, Joshua's finished. But what I'm trying to say is that you should always keep searching for better. I've got to say, Joseph Parker is one of my favorite fighters. He had it tough, been relentless, kept on pushing, and look at him now. So for me, I don't know if I'm coming into my peak. I'm just pushing day by day, and whoever knows where it will take me, I'm just doing it while I'm here, making the most of it, because imagine in 5 years, I'm not going to be fighting anymore. It's all going to be said and done, and this will all be a distant memory, so I'm just trying to make the most of it.
You said that you're on that train to becoming a three-time heavyweight champion of the world. I know you want your gold back, don't you? This was almost a step away from that journey. You're now back on that journey, yes?
You've got to speak to Eddie, Matchroom Boxing, of course, 258 Management, Ben Davison and the team, and they'll shape my future, man. I'm just here to fight. I'm going to go back to my cage, lock myself away, and then I'm going to be let out when it's time to fight again. So whatever they want me to do, I'm down for whatever.
What do you want to do?
I just want to fight.
Is that the winner of Fury Usyk next?
Yes, it is.
Let's bring in a man that can talk about making that fight happen, Eddie Hearn. Eddie, I mean, I know a lot of people say AJ's back, he's beyond back. This is, I think, the best Anthony Joshua we've seen for a long time, maybe even ever.
You know, I'm so proud of him because there's a huge amount of pressure tonight. People talking about if he was to lose to Francis Ngannou, what would happen? He rolled the dice because His Excellency said, if we win this fight, we will fight the winner of Fury against Usyk. Okay? There was a show here in October. It was called The Battle of the Baddest, to decide the baddest man of the planet. They shouldn't have done that in October. They should have done it tonight, because you're looking at the baddest man on the planet right there. You're looking at the #1 heavyweight in the world. Unquestionably, on this form, there is no man in the world that can beat him in the heavyweight division. I told you he's going to come back. He's going to become the undisputed heavyweight world champion. There's a brilliant fighter down there called Tyson Fury. Please beat Alexander Usyk on May the 18th, because I promise you this, you will get the biggest fight in the history of the sport when Anthony Joshua takes the undisputed world championship. Ben, Lee, the team, but most of all Anthony Joshua has always stayed in the gym, always worked, never taken a shortcut in his entire life. As a fighter, he's an inspiration to young people, and I promise you, he ain't getting beat. He is the best heavyweight in the world. That was one of the most destructive knockouts I've ever seen. People talk about how Tyson Fury did against Ngannou. Forget about that. What I said would happen, happened. He went in there, he destroyed Francis Ngannou. This man is a savage, a beast, the best heavyweight in the world, and I cannot wait for him to beat Tyson Fury.
Final word from the big man, Anthony Joshua, who's alongside his manager, Freddie Cunningham. Is it going to be free time?
I don't know. You lot put too much pressure on me anyway. I'm just chilling. I'm not even getting involved in all that anymore. You lot put too much pressure on me. Anyway, let's talk. The people of Cameroon, I appreciate you guys. Where's my Cameroonian people? Let's make some noise for the Cameroonian people. Africa united, respect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Where's my people from London? Where's the man them from Watford? You know what's going on. And most importantly, where's my people from Saudi Arabia? Yeah. And thank you to His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, for hosting me. MBS, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Everyone in Saudi and everyone here tonight, I really do appreciate you guys. On to the next, and thank you to Francis Ngannou.
And thank you to you as well.
Thank you, brother. God bless.